Hey guys, I'm so glad you're all here for the start of our brand new series, Dive In. So jump on up and we're gonna get ready to sing a brand new song together. It's called You're Alive.
This is life, oh, 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 that you came and you died, oh, 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 took my place, now I'm saved, oh, 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 now I'll live forever with you one day. This is love, this is life, oh, 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 that you came and you died, oh, 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 took my place, now I'm saved, oh, 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 now I'll live forever with you one day. Cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right. We're living cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right. We're living cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right. We're living cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right. This is love, this is life, oh, 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 that you came and you died, oh, 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 took my place, now I'm saved, oh, 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 now I'll live forever with you one day. This is love, this is life, oh, 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 that you came and you died, oh, 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 took my place, now I'm saved, oh, 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 now I'll live forever with you one day. We're living cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right. We're living cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right. We're living cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right. We're living cause you're alive, no worries cause you made us right.
Wow, awesome singing. All right, you guys can take a seat and check out our new show.
Got any twos?
Nope. Go fish. Which to pick? Which to pick? Do you have any sixes? Looks like my winning streak's gonna continue. Gilly? What's going on?
Sorry, boss. It's just that I feel bad even saying this. This is boring.
Oh, Gilly. Gilly. This is part of being an explorer. Lots of excavations. They require a lot of patience. There's not exactly a ton to do when we're on a submarine. We have to go miles below the surface, and we have to have time to adjust to the water pressure. It's just what we gotta do.
I know all that. It's just that when I dreamed of discovering one of the lost chapters of human history, I didn't exactly picture myself playing 3,000 rounds of Go Fish.
Well, don't worry. I felt the exact same way on my very first expedition, but we're getting close. We really are. Just, you have to be patient a little bit longer. Hey, I know something that will cheer you up. I found a funny video, and I think you're gonna appreciate this. Take an old look-see.
You're right, Finn. That did cheer me up. That was hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
I bet those fish smelled disgusting. Like worse than old socks dipped in squid juice.
Ew.
They'd be like rotten. Hey, how'd you feel if I hit you with a fish?
No fish is ever touching this face.
Oh.
It's disgusting.
Navigation systems detecting target in 500 meters.
Yes! 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 Oh, 500 meters. Best day ever.
Looks like somebody's in a better mood now, but stay calm. We still have at least half an hour before we make it to where we're going. So I'm gonna go run to the control room and make sure all the lights and all the gear and everything is working out, because that's my responsibility. And if we are in the right spot, if my calculations are correct, we could be discovering the USS Titan today. And this will be the biggest discovery of our lives. It's gonna be great.
Oh man. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe this is happening. The Titan. It's finally happening. One of the many ships to become a victim of the Bermuda Triangle. It's a mysterious disappearance phenomenon. It's a legend. We're finally here. We're about to find and unlock one of the pieces of history in the depths of the ocean. What am I gonna do with the millions of sand dollars they were carrying when they sank? They'll be worth a fortune. I'll build a water park. I can call it Splash Mountain. It'll have a putt-putt and a wave pool and a lazy river. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's time to start gearing up. Okay. According to their altitude, data coordinates, we should be arriving at the Titan in less than 20 minutes. Finn needs to hurry.
Gilly, you're not gonna believe what I just saw.
Did you just go on a dive? We're like 20 minutes away! 20 minutes! Like, you were supposed to be checking the gear! What were you doing? Also, while you were gone, I figured out what I'm gonna do with my share of the treasure. Not only am I gonna become like famous as an explorer, but like I can buy whatever I want.
Gilly. I really need to talk to you.
Like a water park! A water park. What's wrong with you? Like, you look like you've seen sharks or something. Like, what? Did you see sharks? Did you, like, we're gonna die? They're gonna turn us into a submarine sandwich. I'm too young to die.
Gilly, pull it together. Well, I didn't see any sharks. And besides, like, a shark's not gonna eat our submarine. We're pretty safe inside. But I have something really important to tell you.
What could possibly be more important than the fact that we've been following this target with high definition sonar for like over 2 weeks and we're only like 35 meters out? What do you want?
You might.
This ought to be good.
You might want to sit down for this. Just take a seat.
Are you trying to scare me? What is it?
I found something greater than any treasure.
More treasure.
Greater. There is an undiscovered ship right below us, and it's called the Nautilus.
It has the largest treasure ever discovered. Victory dance! We're gonna be famous! 2 ships, 2 treasures in one trip. National Geographic is gonna wanna interview me.
No, Gilly. It's not about treasure. There's a colony of people living in this ship. It's amazing. Like, they landed near a sandbank, and all the people on the ship are still alive. They've created their own underwater city down there.
Well, that's perfect. Now we're gonna have to go down and visit them. Can we invite the mermaids and the talking dolphins too? Like seriously, Finn, what was so important?
I'm not joking. Just listen to me for a second. There are people living on a ship below us right now. I know it sounds impossible, but I went to check the exterior of the ship, and I looked at the cameras on the submarine, and I saw the ship. Look, here's a picture right here. When I swam down to it, I thought I saw a person walk past one of the windows, and I didn't believe it. I thought I was crazy. So I looked again, and I saw it again. I found a door, I went inside, and I met them. They're actual people. They call themselves Nautilans. I'm serious. And they lived there since the ship sank in 1980. And one more thing you should know, they have a really strange sense of style and very large hair.
You're not warm, but you're definitely hallucinating. Finn, I know you're my boss and all. You're like the most respected underwater explorer of our time, but this is insane. Like, look at that ship. There's no way anyone lives inside of it. I mean, like, did you accidentally get stung by an electric eel? Did it fry your brain?
First of all, they don't sting you, they electrocute you. I have no fevers, I'm not hallucinating, I'm not crazy, Gilly, I'm serious. I went on the ship, I talked to the people, they've been living there for decades, and just waiting for people to rescue them.
Oh, really? Then why didn't you rescue them? Like, bring them up to the submarine.
Yeah, but now they're saying that they don't want to leave, they want to stay on the ship. Like, apparently, the life they have down there, they say they like it. And I think it's just because they don't know what they're missing up on the surface. It's been so long that they don't know what it's like up there. All they know is what it is like down here. We have to help them understand. So just put your gear on and let's go meet them down at the ship.
So let me get this straight. You want me to follow you down to a shipwreck that's we've never even heard of it before, to talk to real live human beings inside when we're this close to excavating the Titan. The Titan, Finn! Like, you know, the one rumored to have a very large treasure on board? So we can talk to these supposed people inside who don't know what they're missing on land?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. These people are real. They have no idea how much the world has changed since their ship sank. They need more rescuing more than we need the treasure. Any treasure. These are real people. Besides, that treasure is going to be waiting for us when we come back. Like, no other explorer groups know about it anyways. Like, take a look at this. I got a picture of the inside of the ship. That's a Nautilin. Maybe this will help you believe me. See, now if this doesn't make you want to go down there, I don't know what will.
I guess it does look kind of interesting, but like, ugh, this cannot be happening to me. When we're this close to the Titan. This is worse than go fish tournaments. Not what I wanted to do today, Finn.
Okay, you're not gonna regret this. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense to you right now, but you just have to follow me. Hey, have you ever heard of a legendary fisherman named Peter?
I've heard of Peter Pan, Peter Rabbit, and that Peter guy who picked a peck of pickled peppers. But I don't think I've heard of a Peter, the legendary fisherman.
Okay, no. This was a real dude named Peter. You need to see this.
God's story. Peter fishes for men. So part of God's story is about a guy named Peter, and it goes like this. Actually, hold it right there. Peter's real name was Simon. He lived in a place called Capernaum where he had a wife and worked as a fisherman. Simon was just a normal guy, but his life was about to change forever. See, Simon was fishing one day, like usual, when Jesus got into Simon's boat. He taught some people who were standing around. Then he said to Simon, "Go out into deep water. Let down your net so you can catch some fish." Simon had been fishing all night without catching anything. The last thing he wanted to do was go back out into deep water. But since Jesus told him to do it, Simon obeyed, even though it didn't make any sense. And guess what? He and all the other fishermen caught so many fish that their boats began to sink. When Simon finally got back to the shore, he fell to his feet in front of Jesus. He realized Jesus was not just a great teacher, he was God's son and the rescuer God had promised. Jesus said, "Don't be afraid. From now on, you will be catching men." Jesus wanted Simon to know that now that he knew who Jesus was, he could tell other people who Jesus was too. In fact, Jesus gave Simon a new name, Peter. It means rock, because Jesus would use Peter to build his church. Sometimes we think of a church as a building, but really, it's people who follow Jesus. And just like we might use rocks to build a church building, Peter was one of the very first people to follow Jesus and show others how to follow him too. And that's part of the story of Peter. So, in case you missed it, here's the quick version. Simon was a normal guy. He lived in Capernaum. He was a fisherman. He met Jesus. Jesus told him to go to deep water. Simon obeyed. He caught fish! He realized Jesus was God's son. Jesus said Peter could tell others about Jesus. He called Simon Peter. And that's a part of God's story.
Poor Peter. I'm totally tracking with him. I mean, he was not in the mood to take his boat out again to go fishing. But he chose to follow Jesus. And he decided to go along for the ride. I mean, he was really glad he did. It is pretty convincing.
I know you'll be glad you did this. This is great.
All right, take me to the ship where the humans are, whatever they are.
The Nautilins, Gilly, get ready for your dive of your life. Let's go do this.
That's crazy! I can't believe that Finn actually discovered people still alive underwater on a ship. Even though it didn't make any sense to Gilly, I'm really glad that she decided to follow Finn down to the USS Nautilus to help the people that were on board. It was just like Peter in the Bible story. Did Peter understand why Jesus asked him to go out and fish again? You're right. Peter didn't understand at all, but he chose to follow Jesus and obey him. When he did, he experienced things that he could have never imagined. Jesus even used Peter to help build the church. We can be just like Peter and follow Jesus too. When we do, Jesus can use us to do things that we never ever thought were possible. That's exactly what we need to know today. Let's all stand up and say this together. Jesus said, "Come follow me." Mark 1 verse 17. Great job, you guys. All right, following Jesus though isn't always easy. There are times when it may not make any sense to us, but we can always trust that Jesus loves us and has great plans for us. All right, I had so much fun hanging out with all of you today, and I hope to see you all back again next week to find out what happens with Finn and Gilly. Before you go though, let's all bow our heads, close our eyes, and pray together. Jesus, thank you so much for loving us and for giving us the strength and courage to follow you even when it doesn't make sense. Thank you for giving us the reassurance that you have these great plans for us, and we have the ability, Lord, to just trust you and follow you each and every day. Amen. All right, kids, we'll see you next week.